what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
It's your boy.
Little quiet storm. Yeah. You know how we do.
Microsoft. 8-part blueprint to Microsoft's boom this quarter.
I know you're tired of me screaming about Microsoft, but I'm not going to stop. Please put this in chat. Apple and Microsoft are the two greatest empires on this earth ever.
Let's talk about it.
So number one, Satya is probably, after Tim Cook, the greatest CEO currently in Silicon Valley. This is what I love about, and this is like, I'm gonna go to my ball players. The player that is the dopest to me is the one that can put 40 on you and he not gonna talk to you crazy. Flex, ISO, get out the way, tween, step back, get you, 3, get you, finish, right? Satya just focuses on the mission. And I'm noticing a trend. You're gonna see this pick up a lot in the next 5-6 years. The adoption of Indian CEOs who come from humble beginnings that are very humble in nature. Because when, like, even though we have our issues in our communities and in our hoods, like if you've ever been to India, and some of those rural parts is devastating, and that never leaves you. So like to come up through the Microsoft chain and be there during some of the tougher times, his leadership style is absolutely amazing, but you rarely even hear him in interviews. That is a great sign. I want my executives to be focused on a mission and not being all the videos dancing. Number 2, best quarter ever, 124 billion, 124. So when everyone's like, yo, I like this company more, I'm like, in a quarter, they did better than that other company that you may like did all year. Revenue's up 20%, the income up 21%, LinkedIn's up 37%. LinkedIn is boring as hell. Shout out to Nick. You talked about it on the episode with you guys.
Yeah.
Azure and clouds.
Microsoft did 124.
Apple did 124.
Apple did 124.
Microsoft.
My correction.
Yeah. Okay.
All good.
Let me look at the number.
They did have a crazy quarter though. But,
crazy quarter.
I'll run down some of the revenue while you look at that. So Azure was up 46%. It's the first time in 6 quarters that was the revenue was under 50.
365 grew 45%.
Yeah, 45%. They had personal computing was up 15%. It brought in 17 billion. We already spoke about last week about gaming that brought
Activision.
The Activision purchase, but actually the subscription service inside of it, which is bringing in over 400 million a month. The Xbox hardware revenue rose by 4%. Almost every avenue of revenue increased. I think the Xbox revenue was actually the lowest at 4%.
It was up 10%.
It's like, why? You know what was interesting today? I don't know if anybody saw, but I think Wall Street Trapper posted it, but Sony actually bought Bungie. And so that's
it was a good.
Yo, here's the ill part though. You know what Bungie's #1 game is that they make?
What's that?
Halo. A game that was exclusive to Xbox. Interesting play. Well, I want to see how that pans out, because Halo, and if you ever been a gamer, you know Halo, that's always been an Xbox game. They actually are coming out with the show now. I just saw a preview for it during the games last night. That's been a staple for the Xbox gaming system. So now that Sony has bought the company that makes that, interesting to see how that plays.
Yeah.
68.7 billion. My apologies.
Still a very high number.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And then also top enterprise software company. They haven't even put all their attention into gaming yet. Like cloud services.
Ridiculous.
Incredible. Man, one of the most dominant companies ever. And then think about how much like Microsoft would be probably 2 times as big as Apple if they would have had a better executive for that 10-year stretch. The Obama was there. They gave, and this is a great lesson. I don't like the 48 laws of power, but that lesson in a book about you have to kill your competition while they're down and dead, man, that's true. If they would have picked a better successor and they wouldn't have had all the infighting between Ballmer and Gates, there would have been no room for Apple.
Destroyed completely. You kill an ant with a sledgehammer.
Absolutely. No rooms. No room.
50 Cent. You ever read the 50th Law of Power?
I did.
Great book on the law.
I
People slept on that book.
You actually have the hard copy.
I got the audio book.
Oh.
Very, very, very good book. Very good book. Very good book.
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.